Hello everybody. My name is T.BALA. SNEHITHA. My registration number is York 19 CS Wonderful. And today we are going to uh, deal with subject computer networks. And today we are going to learn about simulation of LAN topology. What is meant by LAN? LAN is local area network, and in that today we are going to learn about HTTP, DNS, and HCP servers. So now we are going to simulate the LAN topology of HTTP, DNS and HCP servers, and we are going to configure the networks. First we will be looking about our end devices. What are end devices? End devices are either what are end devices? The end devices are end devices are either the source or destination of the data transmitted over the network. In order to distinction one end device from another, each and where the each sorry where one end of device from another and each end of device on a network is identified by an address. When an end device initiate communication, it uses the address of destination and ends device to specify where the message should be sent. That's the meaning of our end device. Next we will be seeing about router. What is a router? A router is a device which connects where it connects two or more packet switch networks or subnetworks. It serves to prime functions managing traffic between these networks by forwarding data and packet to their intent IP addresses and follows the multiple devices to use the same internet connections. Next, what's mean by switch? A switch is a device which is used in computer network that connects other device together. Multiple data cables are plugged into a switch to enable the communication between the different network and device. Switch manages the flow of data across a network by transmitting a device network packet only to the one or more devices for which the packet is intended. Next, LAN. The LAN is a local area network is the collection of devices connect, connected by where LAN is a collection of devices connected together in one physical location such as a building, office or a home. A LAN can be small or large, ranging from a home network with one user to an enterprise network with thousands of user devices in office or school. Then what is mean by ICMP? ICMP is a network level protocol. ICMP messages communicates information about the network community issued back to the sources of the compromise transmissions. It sends control message such as a destination, network, reachable, unreachable, sources, router fails and sources. It uses a packet structure within an 8-bit head and which has a data section with an variable size. Then 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 HTTP. HTTP is a protocol which allows to fetch the sources such as HTML documents, and it is the foundation of any data exchange on a web, and it is a client server protocol, which means it requires a initiant by the receipt, usually by the web browser. Next, DNS. DNS is a domain name system, is like a phone book of the internet domain. Then human access information online through domain names like nighttimes.com or ESPN.com. Web browsers interacts through internet protocol IP address, and DNA translates domain name to address, so browser can load information. So browser can load in like it can load internet resource information. What's mean by PHCP? Dynamically host configuration protocol. It is like a client and a server protocol that automatically provides an IP. IP means an internet protocol host with its internet protocol address and other related configuration information such as the network mask and a default. This is the process. First screenshot is we have to screenshot the network protocol. So let's do that. One minute. So now let's do that. Simulation of LAN simulation of LAN topology. Yeah. Now let's go into the code. First we'll be taking a one PC, one laptop and one server to connect to connect the simulation of LAN protology. First we will be taking one PC, next a laptop, then a server, where I'll be naming this server 0 as DNS, server. Next same will be taking for the other two also. Next again one PC, then a server, then a laptop, then same. One PC, server, where we'll be naming this as DHCP server, then again one laptop. Yeah, actually I forgot to change. I'll be changing this server to Karunya server. Server. Next we'll be connecting these all. Next we'll be connecting these all PCs, laptop, servers to a switch. Here is the switch. So now we are going to take PT switch. We are going to take 3 switches. And now we are going to connect these switches through. Now we are going to connect these switches through a copper straight. To fast Ethernet, to fast Ethernet 01. Then again we are taking copper stripe with fast Ethernet, fast Ethernet 11. Then again we are taking copper stripe and with fast Ethernet, and we are connecting this to one fast Ethernet. And then same will be connecting for switch PT1. First we are taking a copper stripe to PC. Then we are again taking fast Ethernet 01, and next we are taking fast Ethernet for fast Ethernet 11, and next for again laptop we are taking copper straight fast Ethernet, next fast Ethernet 21. Then same for laptop 2 and DHCP server. We are taking again copper strip and we are connecting PC to switch with fast Ethernet, and next we are going to connect our laptop fast Ethernet to switch and fast Ethernet 1 by 1 1/1, sorry. Then again server DHCP server, we are connecting this to fast Ethernet to 1. Next, now we have to connect these all to to the router. So now we have to select the PT router. Now I'm taking my PT router. I'm keeping them in order. Now I'll be connecting this router PT also through copper stripe fast Ethernet 1. Next again we are connecting with copper stripe with fast Ethernet. Then again we are taking copper straight and again we are connecting. Now here we are not having any fast Ethernet. So now what we have to do, we have to add, so that now first we have to off the switch, Then we have to take PT router NM IF3 and we have to add as how many we did. So I'm adding 3. 1 2 sorry 2 3, because you can add how many you needed. And I'm going to on my switch. Now let me check to add a copper straight. See, now here I got my copper strip and I got my copper strip. Then now we have to add a color to them. So we have to fill color and we have to select it. So here in first we have to take green, light bluish and green. So let's take then next again we have to select the color, and our next color is green, light green. So we have to take light green. Yeah, okay. Light green. Sorry. Then again we have to select color. Next we have to select baby pink color. So I'm selecting the color baby pink. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. So they asked us to show the simulation of so they asked us to show the screenshot of network topology. So I have given. Next is I have to show my screenshot of IP configuration of any one PC and one server. So actually yeah, now I'll be writing here my uh, LAN 1 and gate address. LAN 1 192.168.10.0/24. And next to my as 192.168.10.1, and same for my LAN 2 also. LAN 2 192.168.20.0/24. Then for my 192.168.20.1 20.1. Then same as for my LAN 3. LAN 3 192.168.0/24. Next for my GW is 192.168.30.1. Yeah. Next, now we have to give our server IP addresses to the desktop for each and everyone, because here they asked us to show the screenshot configuration of any IP and one PC and one server. So now we are going to do first for our PC. First we are going to do for our PC. So now we are going to our desktop and to do our IP configuration. So first one we have to give 192.168.10.2 as my IP4 address. So subnet marks will be coming in automatic. So I am giving now my default gateway. Now I'm giving my default gateway as 192.168.10.1. Yeah, I given. So next I'll be giving for my laptop. For my laptop also same desktop AP configurer, and I'm giving for my laptop as 192.168.10.2. Sorry, this address is already used. I don't know what's happening. It is showing as 192.168.10.2. Actually I'm having some error. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, I'm given to 192.168.10.3. Then subnet marking, then now I'm giving my default as 192.168.10.1. So next I'll be giving for my DNS server. 192.168.10.4. Next my default gateway as 192.168.10.1. Now we have to go to our service and we have to and we have to go to our DNS, and we have to on our service, and we have to give as a name as we can give as like how we can give name as anything as Cisco, Google. So I'll be giving as www www.google.com. Next I'm giving address as 192.168.20.4. Now I'm going to add it. So now I got as www.google.com, and it is an A address, and my details are there, and I got my everything. Yeah. Then now again we have to add to our PC0. We have to add our DNS server. Now we have to add our DNS server here as 192.168.10.4. Then for our laptop also we have to add our IP configuration same. Sorry, not IP configuration, it is DNS server as 192.168.10.4. Then now we have to give same as for our we have to give same for our server Karunya, and for PC1 and laptop 1 also same. So now let's give for this same IP configure as we have to get IP configure as 192.168.20.4. Then next a default gateway as 192.168.20.1. Next a DNS server as 192.168.10.4. we have to give. Now again we have to give for a PC1, so same as desktop IP configuration and 192.168.20.2. Next again we have to subnet mask to it will be taking automatically. Now we have to give our default gateway. Now our default gateway as 192.168.20.1. then our DNS server as same 192.168.10.4 have to give for our PC1. Next we have to give for our laptop 1 desktop. First we have to give our IP4 address as 192.168.20.3. then we will be getting our subnet mask automatically. Then we have to give our default gateway as 192.168.20.1. then our DNS server is 192.168.10.4. same we have to do for our PC tool also. Desktop, then IP configure as 192.168.30.2. Then our default also as 192.168.30.1. Then our DNS server as 192.168.10.4. Then our DHP server. It gives 192.168.30.4. Next subnet mask will be getting automatically, and our default as 192.168.30.1, and our DNS server as 192.168.10.4. IP configure, and then now we got here our desktop. Now we have to go to our service, and now we have to select DHCP, and here we have to on a DHCP server, and we have to give our default gate as 192.168.30.1. then our DNA is 192.168.10.4. then here our start IP address. So here we have to give 4 subnet mask is seen, and here we have to give maximum number of users as 5. Now let me show you. I'm going to save this. So now here I got my pool name as server pool, then my default gateway is 192.168.30.1, then my DNS server is 192.168.104. then 192.168.30.4, then 255, then maximum users and server and data. Now here they asked us to show any one PC and one server. Now let me show you one PC and one server. So I'll be showing you server as my Karunya server as I'm done. Then next I'll be showing my PC one, this. Yeah, right. Then done. We are done with this question. Then our next one is we are done with the server. Then next we have to show our DNS server. So let me show you our DNS server. In DNS server we have to show our service. So in DNS service we are going to show service, and we have to select here DNS, and here we got our www.google and a record, and here we got next we have to show our DHCP server. So now let me show you a DHCP server. DHCP, and here we got everything as I showed in DHCP also. Next let me show, then after that we have to show our router configuration. Next we have to show our router configuration. So forgot to for my laptop too. My IP address is 192.168.30.3 and my default gate is 192.168.30.1 and my DNS server is 192.168.10.4. Yeah, now we have to do our router configuration. So now we have to do our router configuration. So now here we have to select, first now here we have to give our command line. So here in IP configuration they asked us, so we did it. Now we have completed our topology, and next in IP address, yeah, now here we have to give as they here in question they asked us, and we have to give this. So no, so first we have to give enable. Next we have to give our configure terminal. Then now we have to give what to configure as int fa. Now we have to give same as IPS configuration as F0/0. Then next we have to give our IP addresses. IP address as 192.168.10.10.1. Then we have to give our subnet as 225.225.225.0. Sorry, I give 9. Next we have to give a as no shut down. And now here we got our first one, first Ethernet. So next again second one. We have to give same as for second one as FA1/0. Next we have to give our IP IP configuration as 192.168.20.1 and subnet mask as 255.1 255.255.255.0. And next we have to give no shutdown, and we got a second one fast internet. And for the third one again we have to give it as FA60/0. Sorry. Then next again we have to give our IP configure as 192.168.20.30.1 and subnet as 255.255.255.0. Next one we have to shut down. So next now we have to end it. So just we have to give end. So our configure got ends. Now we have to give as shut down IP sorry, we have to shut down our IP router, because we are doing for router. And here we got our codes and our areas and our gateway of last resort is not set. And here we got all the fast internet 10, and we got our IP address is directly connected, and we got. So by this we completed. So now here as I showed, I completed my all my things. Now next is I have to screenshot of my ping I have to show.